Hello and welcome back to my Mass Effect Andromeda Let's Play. I'm Rob. We're gonna pick up where we left off. We're trying to settle Kadara. So we're gonna go talk to some people. Fun. Oh, it's convenient. What? Good God. I didn't know it kept going. Who? There's not 80 levels of content in this game. That doesn't even make sense. Whatever. Okay. Well. Development. I need better augmentations. I don't think I actually like that. Wait, what? I guess I got 3 of them. Okay, no. I actually need... Wow. I need a lot more augmentations.
It's a manifest. Sloan will never know. And the charlatan?
I can't remember what these guys had.
Here, something extra. Don't mind the dirt.
Got plenty of mods, so I don't need mods. I don't think. I guess I can check, but I don't think I need any mods. Radio. What? I would never do that. One. Nah. I didn't get a ton of Angaran armor. Do I actually have any good stuff? Maybe I don't have any level 5 mods. Princessa?
Whatever you want. Next time the cat attack, I'll be prepared. Expecting a new shipment soon.
Nothing.
Tell Sloan to keep her Varen collared. Always be prepared.
Nothing. Okay, Slinking Slate.
Not much left to do. That's Sloan too, big cat. Collecting her fucking demons.
I just have no idea why it's... Yeah, like right here. Right here it vibrates at me. I don't know why. I'm sure that means it wants me to scan something, but there's nothing here. So it's me to talk to her. I don't know. Whatever. What do we got? Nothing? I mean, I guess they're my deeds, but it's not telling me anything. I can fast travel. I didn't know that. Made my life a little easier, I guess. Huh.
No funny. Have a moment, Pathfinder. The charlatan. You've handled your fair share of Ket. Hard to get far in Andromeda without running into them.
Yes, and?
When Sloan took over, she slaughtered the Ket who were here. There were mass executions, public. So people would know that Kadara was Ket-free. But there have been rumors of stragglers in the Badlands. If the tales are true, they need to go.
What exactly are the rumors about the Ket?
Ambushes, people disappearing, vehicles sabotaged, picked clean for parts. Could be feral local wildlife, sinkholes, Angara bullshit. But there's enough people saying Ket.
You said Sloan killed the Ket here. What happened?
The Ket had the port locked down when we arrived. They were shipping Angara off for who knows what. People were scared, but the place had potential. So we fought the Ket for it, and we won. You saw the decorations outside. That's Sloan making sure everyone knows she's the new power.
If there are Ket out there, send your own crew to deal with them.
Listen, this is how it is. Everyone knows Sloane destroyed the Ket presence here. Anything that hints otherwise? Weakness. But you're independent. Where you go, what you do. Nothing to do with Sloane.
I'll think about checking out the Badlands.
Excellent.
Oh. Guess that's one of the things I had to do. Do I have a mission here? Oh, was that my mission here? Probably, if I want to build my new armor, I probably need to go to the Nexus to get my enhancements. The problem is, what, I'm 33? I seem to be level decently fast. I'm going to keep having to craft my armor to keep up. I didn't even go to my ship last time,
Make fear a thing of the
which means I haven't even picked up my resources and stuff. Alright. Fail this time.
Who needs grenades for personal security?
Hiya, Ryder.
Shot, baby.
When the initiative failed us, Sloane remains strong.
All right. Press
Stand
up
with
front.
her today.
Old habit. I meant payment. Payment first.
Fair. Everything's in order, like we discussed.
Okay. Go see Boyle. He'll hook you up.
Wish I could just murder Sloane and the Outcast, get rid of him completely. The Charlatan take over. Oh. Oops.
What's up, Ryder? Why an emergency meeting?
I didn't call it.
I did. Got some disturbing news while we were on Kadara. There's some tension at the Krogan colony on Eladin. It's bad.
Tension among Krogan? You don't say.
I wouldn't waste your time with this if it wasn't important. We need to go.
I agree. Nakmor Morta made herself overlord of the colony. It's weird.
No. Our priority is the Archon. We have to remain focused on his next move.
Jall's right.
I know dealing with so many unknowns is frustrating, but we need to hear each other out.
Well, as long as we're pitching stuff, I overheard outlaws on Kadara talking about activity in the Ramov system.
No, that's the system where the Turian Golden World was supposed to be.
Remav? There aren't any viable planets there. Only an asteroid field with mining ventures run by criminals.
I hear Eladin's pretty rough too. Roving scavengers with nothing to lose.
Crap. No one fights harder than people with nothing to lose.
But now that we have the transponder, we're so close to finding the location of Archon's ship.
I'm with you. I can't wait to find the Archon's ship, and then hopefully, Meridian. Anyway, get Callow the nav points for both Eladin and that potential Turian Golden World. We want all our options ready to go. Hey, I didn't say dismissed or meeting adjourned or anything. Meeting adjourned.
Sure.
As you were.
Can't even find enough augments to even, I guess. We need a hero.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
I do.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
I'm sure you'll find a way.
Holy shit. Oh. So what's her face? Captain Dunn. The Hyperion deck. Good God. Suppose I should have read this before we went to Kadara. Is this like that Nigerian prince scandal? Poor Drac. Oh shit, we got a lot to do. Holy shit, I got a lot to do. Craft shield generator, research station. I don't even know where to do that at. Sandstorm, Sidewinder, or Vanquisher. I can do that. Right? I don't see a Sandstorm, Sidewinder, or Vanquisher. So what are we talking about here? I'm really confused. Sandstorm. Oh. Sidewinder. Vanquisher. Easiest task of my life. What did I do? Craft the shield regenerator at a research station. I honestly don't know. Shield regen... I don't... One thing I never figured out is augmentations. I have the ability to make... I bought all these augmentations, but I don't see any of them for crafting. So I don't understand why I bought these augmentations if I can't even craft them. Well, here's some. How do I search for these? this one? I don't know, was it? Craft a shoulder generator. Yeah, they need to work on this shit, because a lot of this doesn't even make sense. I don't know why I know most of these. I didn't buy them. Ugh, whatever. Okay, we need to talk to what's his face. Open.
Now, exaltation. The cat just keep asking for more trouble.
Gil, here's that Ket transponder. The spy used it to get his orders.
What do we need from it?
The location it points to should give us a fix on the Archon's ship.
Right.
It's not like there's much riding on this. Just our best chance to find Meridian.
Pressure. I like that. Luckily, no matter where you go in the universe, physics still applies. Only so many ways of communicating across space. There. Give it a shot.
Did you connect the...
Shit, turn it off. Careful. That is a direct line to people who want to murder everyone on this ship.
Sam?
I have the coordinates. The signal points to the Tafino system.
We sure we want to do this?
I know we're still getting our feet wet, but I don't see another choice.
I knew running off to Andromeda would be dangerous, but shit. This is dangerous.
Only if we die.
Track, PB, jaw. Oh, what the fuck is Cora? Loyalty mission, whatever that means. What?
Crumbs on the deck.
You found them too? I think something's eating our stores.
Cereal crumbs. Lots of them.
There much to say about that facility on Vault? I get you, pal. Inane chatter about nothing coming up.
Oh, Ryder. Sorry for the mess.
Who's your friend?
An exalted cat. I called Jarl to show him. Ah, there he is. Jarl, look at this. There's nothing Angara inside.
The physical can be deceiving.
I've run hundreds of tests. Only traces of the Angara genome remain. The exalted are Ket.
There must be a way to fix them.
Anything's possible. We just have to keep trying.
Even from mistakes, we can learn. Thank you, Ryder.
What?
Jarl needs to accept that exaltation is permanent. You're making his grief worse.
We've barely scratched the surface of what Ket are capable of.
The exalted are new beings. It's more than a transformation, it's a birth. There's no going back. Jarl is part of this crew. His welfare is my responsibility.
I know this job was a surprise, but you've really stepped up. And look, you got your Ket sample.
Their bodies are unlike anything I've seen. Centuries of gene stealing, crafted evolution. It's horrible, of course, but also fascinating.
Glad you're settling in.
Sink or swim, right? I should probably clean this up before it starts to smell.
Maybe it's evolved to the point where it doesn't smell. Can't find any more crumbs. Oh. What are we looking at?
More crumbs. Going where?
I'm going the wrong way, alright. Open. Retard door. Go. Go!
Something's nesting here. Something that likes cereal. I wonder, we've probably got materials to build a humane trap and catch it.
Main trap. Well, whatever. Let's select a core while we're here.
We got it, Ryder.
You patched up the Asari flight recorder?
Some old access codes, a little data recovery from Sam. We have the Asari Ark's last heading. Nav points are set. We can head there whenever you're ready.
Remember the survey ship? This might not be pretty. Are you...
Handling tough stuff is my job. We need the Asari and Sarissa more than ever. I trust you to find them before the Ket do.
Place trap at creature's lair.
One trap, ready for a visitor. I'll leave it and see what we get.
else I need to talk to? So stuff on Eye on the Nexus, it seems. Yeah.
Now orbiting Kadara.
Ooh, there's a lot of planets out here. Hit Maya first. One thing I can say, this game has like a billion quests, tasks or whatever to do. That's what they spend all their time doing. It's just like writing and writing and writing and writing.
Honor to meet you, Pathfinder. Initiative Pilot Marixus. I run supplies to your outposts.
What brings you to Aya?
Your survival supplies only Aya has. I'm waiting on clearance to enter the city, but it's taking too long. I understand their caution, but the outposts need these supplies. I have to get them, now.
They let me into the city?
What's wrong with his hand?
I can help.
I appreciate that. To start, EOS needs a way to produce food to support population growth. They've requested Kiloa seeds to begin their own crops. There's an agricultural scientist who might sell some.
I'll make sure to get those seeds.
Vol's power grid is lagging without proper solar input. A solar amplifier would give them a boost. The solar technicians here may have the required parts.
I'll see what I can find.
Weapons, America. Let's see. Yo.
You came back?
I have bad news. Your supplier, Keldo, the Ket got him.
Thank you for confirming how he died. You have his supplies?
Keldo ran weapons for the Resistance. You were his contact.
Good, good. Continue.
Ephra asked you to test me, see how I'd handle myself.
I told him you were smart.
The Ket had your weapons. I got them back.
Yes, all of them. And Keldo's killer's dead. This is good. You're honest, Pathfinder. Reliable. I'll tell Ephra you did well.
How many more of these tests do I have to pass?
We don't trust outsiders. But maybe we can work with you. Need to get the weapons where they belong, but... Kildo would want me to help you. I have things you can use, and I want to see your credits for myself. Trade?
Think I'm getting the better deal. All you walk away with is a number.
True. But who knows what that number will be worth someday. My inventory's open to you. Anything you need.
Open your inventory to me. Whoa! Cobra RPG. Turns out you don't really have anything I want. So, bye. Next. There's a dude back here I think I had to talk to.
You're always a welcome sight, Pathfinder. Still no word from our search vessel. How goes your hunt for the missing satellites?
Your people caught scavengers from Kadara port stealing them. There was a fight. Your ship lost.
I sent them out. And risked your life, too. The scavengers, Angaran? Have our deserters preyed upon us again?
I actually don't know. I have no idea, but I don't want to blame the Nexus and ruin.
We caught up to them. They attacked without warning. Might have been Rokar. We fought them off and recovered what was left of the satellites.
I'm so sorry, Pathfinder. And ashamed. This is not who we are. Please accept my apologies. I hope you can look past this.
It's not your fault. Kadara's full of bad people.
They chose to stand alone.
I think I lied.
They'll suffer the consequences. I'll file a report with our leaders. Perhaps it's time the Resistance got involved. We'll rebuild the satellites and return them to space. I'll keep you updated with our latest charts.
Thank you, Mariko.
No, Pathfinder. Thank you.
It was an accident. I honestly didn't know. It's not my fault.
Pathfinder, I studied the Angaran astronomer's data transfer. His files begin with all the satellites. The initiative will benefit tremendously from this.
And all I had to do was lie.
Oh! I didn't know it was a lie.
You work on the solar panels? Do you have an amplifier for solar energy?
Nothing as big as these, but I have a smaller one on hand. Do you need it?
Here, have a sandstorm. I didn't know. Why isn't there a, I don't know, option? Like, I didn't freaking know. Or should have told me, like, this is the truth. This is a lie. I had no freaking idea. I couldn't remember.
Weird question. You don't have any Kiloa seeds, do you?
Yes, I do. Need some?
Give me your seed, woman. I have a shotgun. Some ammo.
Invest in your personal protection. Shield yourself.
Pathfinder.
No ornaments.
Welcome.
Yeah, these are getting expensive. I don't actually know. But it looks good, so we'll buy it.
Indulge in a little luxury.
Ambassador, I trust our people had a smooth transition to Aya.
The Angara have been gracious. Everything's going well.
Good. Keep me updated. Tan out.
I've never lied to a director before.
Pathfinder, it's a pleasure. I'm Ambassador Riala, Chief Diplomat for the Initiative on Aya. I was removed from Cryo specifically for this. Quite the wake-up call.
I know what it's like, jumping out of the cryopod and into the fire.
You've had it far worse. My condolences on your loss. I hear you're to thank for our new ties with Aya. This is our best shot at an alliance. Now we just need to keep our people from wrecking it, no matter how hard they try.
I'm not gonna like this, am I?
No more than I do. A Solarian botanist named Sorvis Len is here, learning how to improve our crops. He sent an urgent comm, saying a member of the Angaran resistance had threatened him.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Sorvis is an excellent scientist, but not the best communicator. I'm concerned this could escalate if someone doesn't look into it, but I don't have the staff to spare.
I can go settle things. I'm a friendly face for both sides.
That would be helpful. With any luck, we can prevent this from getting worse.
What's our end goal for Aya?
A strong alliance is all we can ask for. It's what we're working toward. Helios is the Angara's home. They dictate the terms of this partnership, not us. We need them as allies, and they could benefit from us. But we have to tread lightly.
Show them we're not invaders.
Historically, when two civilizations meet, one consumes or destroys the other. We need to break that cycle.
How many of our people have they let into the city?
A strictly limited number, and only certain professions. Scientists, engineers, and scholars. The Angara have agreed to allow some of our people to work in Aya's research facilities.
That's huge.
It's more than I expected. Tan wants me to push for social visits, but I'm holding my ground. We need to move at their pace. They've been extraordinarily gracious, all things considered. I'll take whatever they're willing to give.
Aside from Sorvis Len, is everything okay? Need anything else?
Actually, yes. Director Tan gave me a project. He wants more Aya natives to live on the Nexus. He thinks it will deepen our partnership. A few Angara expressed interest, but none of them will agree to live on the Nexus without speaking to you first.
Why me?
After what you've accomplished? I didn't want to bother you, but you asked. I'll point you towards the candidates. If you could convince them to transfer, I'd be grateful.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
How do I even get in here? I'm really turning around. Just the exit. Cool. No.
You're one of Ambassador Reala's candidates to live on the Nexus.
I am. Glad you finally showed up. Let's get down to it. I've lived my whole life wanting to meet aliens who didn't want me dead. But my family's here. How can I stay in touch with them from the Nexus?
You can send messages, talk to them on the comm. We'll even arrange a visit.
You get it. All right. I'm in.
What did you?
Pathfinder, Ambassador
Like a
Rihanna
soccer
didn't
ball.
think you'd have time for me.
She said you needed to talk before agreeing to live
Football,
on the
the
Nexus.
superior sport right
This
there.
is the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm an anthropologist, but I've only ever studied my own people. I've heard the Nexus is home to multiple species and cultures. It will be fascinating and possibly dangerous. Bacteria, viruses, other contaminants. My family worries about me. Are you sure I'll be safe?
Of course.
They wouldn't let me on Aya if I was a walking petri dish, would they?
You aren't taking this seriously enough to satisfy my family. I can't go without their blessing. I'm sorry.
But Baby, are you drunk? Baby, are you drunk?
Getting acquainted with our new neighbors?
Sort of. All this stuff. The Angara sure do have a rich culture and blah, blah, blah.
You're sauced, aren't you? What's your poison?
Aw. I visited that cafe the Angara consider a bar. Asked for their hardest stuff. It was weird, which I like, but had almost no punch. Lightweight. Whoa.
Steady now.
That stuff must have a slow absorption rate. Whoops. Oh, Ryder. It's just... This museum reminds me of being on Haitiana during my indentured service as a student. They even have a whole section on the Remnant. I didn't come to Andromeda to follow in someone else's footsteps.
It didn't occur to you there'd be indigenous species here? Sentients with a rich history, leading full lives?
I guess.
Even so, the Angara barely have a foothold. Sure, they live among the ruins, but they haven't seen what we've already seen.
You might have a point there. Bet nobody here has ever outrun an ancient vault purification field, huh?
Nope.
Or spat in that Archon's ugly mug and lived to talk about it? That was nice work, by the way.
Thank you.
You're right. Not sure why, but ever since I packed up my apartment on the Nexus, something's crawled under my skin. But whatever it is, I promise, I'll get over it lickety-split.
Be sure you do. You're a handful. Even sober.
You can handle me, Ryder, whenever you want.
Oh, snap.
Think I'll stay in your operation a little while longer.
No, map. No! What? Map. What's going on? Map.
If I should have come to me.
Axel, I'm all right.
You almost died. What's he doing here?
I asked the Moshai to set up a meeting. I don't want us to be enemies.
Is this true?
Axel,
Ryder rescued me from the Ket. He risked his life to...
Sloane Kelly saved Kadara. Look how that went.
I don't condone what happened on Kadara, but one bad experience doesn't define an entire species.
Your client has a history of treating each other unfairly. Just ask the Krogan.
How did you...
I've been watching you. You're invaders just like the Ket, except less cautious.
What does that mean?
You'll know soon enough. Do not trust them, Chauvin.
Axel... He didn't used to be like this. He was curious, brilliant. But the Ket, even without exaltation, they change us.
There's still time to bring him around.
I want to believe that, but his hatred towards aliens...
I'll prove we can be trusted.
I hope so.
Ryder, we just received an emergency recording from EOS. Come to the meeting room when you get back to the Tempest.
Oh boy.
I can't work under these conditions. What does it take to be left alone?
Ease off. I'm here to help. You reported that someone in the Resistance threatened you. Tell me exactly what happened.
I didn't know Riala was sending the Pathfinder. I deserve no less, of course.
I would send your
I
ass
was
back to the
measuring
Nexus
the
so
photonic
fast.
dispersal from the canopies when some random brute interrupted me. I asked him to move, and he got nasty. Said it was my fault his friend was dead. Ridiculous.
Do you know what he meant by that?
He ranted nonsense about a vessel and selling slots to outsiders. He got right up in my face and compared me to a Ket. He wanted to kill me. I could see it in his eyes. The whole conversation made no sense. I think he was inebriated.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but dial it down. We're guests here.
Exactly. We shouldn't have to put up with this. When he left, I tagged him with infrared dye from my sample kit. Invisible to the naked eye, but not to a scanner.
I'll scan people around the Resistance headquarters. See if I find him.
You're supposed to represent our interests on Aya. Go, represent. I have work to do.
Send your ass back home. You're obviously not in the emotional state to work here.
I detect the infrared dye Sorvislen used to mark the person who threatened him.
That's our...
I know why you're here. The botanist. You want an apology for what I said to him.
I only have one side of the story. Tell me yours.
It's hard to explain.
Try me.
Aya isn't big enough to give everyone a home. We each live here a short time and then move on. For someone to come, another must go. The exchanges are chosen at random. We call this arrangement the Vassal. Time of change. It worked well, until now.
The Vassal never accounted for outsiders living on Aya.
There's only so much room. When our leaders agreed to make a place for your people here, it came with a cost. My friend won a place on Aya, but he sold that slot so one of you could stay here instead.
Sold it.
Sold it how? What did he get?
Comforts for his family, resources to improve their home on Haval. He always put others before himself. That's how he died, fighting Ket on Vold. When I found out, I was angry. Said things to your botanist I shouldn't have, but I'd never hurt your people.
I believe you. And I'm sorry for your loss. Between us, that botanist is kind of a jerk.
He didn't fear my anger. I respect that.
I'll talk to our ambassador, see if we can minimize our impact on your vassal.
We don't expect things to be easy. Only that you understand, nothing is free for us.
Anything good?
You again.
Nope. You're good, scrub.
Govajon, Pathfinder. I've been practicing the language.
Any news on what happened to Sorvis
Sound like
Len?
you speak English to me.
Do you know about the vassal? The Angaran lottery that decides who gets to live on Aya?
I've heard of it. Why?
Angar are selling their slots to come here, so our people can stay in their place. Including a member of the Angaran resistance. He was killed on Vold. Wouldn't have happened if he'd been here.
No one told me of this arrangement. Well, we have to do something.
We could let Angar who give up their slots live on the Nexus. It's safer than Vold.
Exactly what I was thinking. No one should suffer on our behalf. Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll forward your proposal to Director 10 immediately.
Plus it gets more people on the Nexus.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
I found Kiloa seeds for Eos. Is this enough?
It's perfect. I'll make sure Eos gets them.
What about the other thing I found?
Here, I found the solar amplifier for Vold.
They'll be happy to see this. No more power outages. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Solving everybody's problems. Now, you were here. Alright, Aya is wrapped up with this one. Oof, oof, oof.
Ambassador Riala said you're thinking of moving to the Nexus.
Pathfinder.
What's he doing?
Honored even to be considered for the transfer. But I won't be happy as just an observer. I need to work. I engineer power systems. Will I be allowed employment alongside your people?
Sure.
That's the whole point of this exchange. The Nexus needs people like you.
That's all I needed to hear. I'll have your ambassador start the transfer. Thank you.
What, am I gonna interview them? What is this? Oh, I already did. We'll call it here and we'll pick it up next time. Good stuff.